All right.
So we know firsthand from all of our reporting things how important these K-9 officers are to police departments.
Such an important part of police work, yes. And Cory is out. He's got a preview of this weekend's police K-9 trials.
Hey, Cory, I see you're not in a bite suit. That's good.
That's always good.
Yeah.
You have no idea how fast I am, Troy. I don't even use the bite suit.
A
lot of your lesser reporters will get all dolled up and look like the Michelin Man.
Not you.
I rely here on,
Yeah.
Pure foot speed.
Mr. O'Leary and Mr. Johnson. What's that?
Who's O'Leary and Johnson? What does that mean?
What? I said Mr. O'Leary.
Yeah.
I named my feet.
Oh, okay.
They're my feet.
Yeah. This is a great bit with like a 10-second delay.
The
Everything's
delay
just perfect.
is so
Yeah, I know. Comedy is so good with this digital delay. Look, this is Officer Scott Callender, and this is Mick. Mick's the one on the left, in case you're, or my left. You are right on television. Describe your friend here. What's he all about?
Well, this is my partner, Mick. He is a 5-year-old Dutch Shepherd, and he's been with me for about 3 years.
Boy, he loves that Frisbee.
Yes, he does. That's his favorite toy. That's how I exercise him.
Now, I've never heard of a Dutch Shepherd. How does it differ from the German or the Malinois or these other
They're actually
breeds?
very similar to Malinois. We get them from Holland. They primarily come from Holland, just like the Malinois does. In fact, this particular dog, in his pedigree, he's got a lot of Malinois in his background. So I kind of a joke in our business is if they come out brindle color, they called a Dutch Shepherd. If they come out the tan and black color, they're a Malinois.
Well, you could have gone into any aspect of police work. What do you like about this? And was it always your idea?
Yeah, actually, I kind of grew up around it. My stepdad was a police K-9 officer, and so I grew up with it, and I always wanted to do this. I became a police officer to do this job someday, so it's a big passion of mine. But, you know, working with these dogs, you know, it kind of starts when we pick them. We go out and test maybe 20 or 30 dogs, and then we put, you know, thousands of hours into training them. And the first time we're out on the streets with them, when we take that leash off and send him to do his job, it's a pretty cool feeling, and especially when they're successful and do what we want them to do. So.
Now, do they start you out as a rookie with like a Lhasa Apso or like a cockapoo or something like that?
No, it doesn't work that way.
Okay.
Yep.
I'll bet it doesn't. Well, if you don't mind, why don't you get Mick on the move there? Do whatever you like with him. We like to see him in motion if we could. Yeah. And we've got Officer Stephen Berry with us over here. And could you give me a little bit of a rundown, Stephen, on what we're going to expect to see as we roll into this weekend for the big trial?
Well, this weekend is the Desert Dog K-9 Trials over at Sloan Park, and it is the 5th and 6th this weekend. It's a great show for the families. The dogs and their handlers are going to be out competing in different events where the dogs test their skills for suspect searches, for drug searches, all of those types of things that the dogs actually do. So it's a great event. We get K-9 handlers from around the valley, around the state out showing their wares.
It's so impressive, and of course the training it's intense, and I'm sure, Scott, if you don't mind me asking you again, once you're out on the job and you're really putting, you know, Mick into action, what's it like? What are the emotions that you're feeling when you know he's going to be facing a tough situation?
You know, it can get kind of emotional sometimes. When we spend so much time with these dogs, they're with us 24/7. I'm with this dog more than I am any human being in the world. And I mean,
you're better off, really.
Yeah, sometimes. You know, for a big part of it is excitement. I mean, when we get that first opportunity with our dog and we see that they're, you know, successful, and all of us really enjoy working our dogs. There are some situations, though, where it gets, you know, pretty scary. And the whole purpose to these dogs is to make it safer for our human officers that are out there. A couple of weeks ago, my dog was involved in a situation that after an officer involved shooting, and you know, it's much safer for us to send a dog in certain situations than it is to send a human officer in there. And for me personally, that's pretty scary because this is, you know, my partner and one of my best friends. And even though I know he's doing a job that's very heroic and honorable, you know, it is kind of scary for me sometimes.
Yeah, well, Scott, thanks for sharing it with us. Next time we get together, see these two over here? We're going to put one of them in a suit. Maybe we'll have like an online contest. Although there's another, there's another choice over here. We might get this guy in his suit too.
I don't think so.
You can decide at home, but more coming your way from the Mesa K-9 training facility, and we'll preview the big event coming up this weekend again in a few minutes.
Awesome.
All right. Thanks, Cor.
So impressive what those dogs can do.
Yeah.
Right? K-9 trials.
Happening this weekend.
Yeah. Sure. These dogs know what they're doing.
Yeah, they do.
I've been on the other end of this, just like you, Cor. The last second, like right as they're coming at you, the look in their eyes.
Fierce.
Oh, it's just like there's some malice there.
Yeah, well, that's what they're trained to do, huh?
Focused.
Sure.
Focused.
Yeah. Well, now, Troy, I understand that you did this yourself. Now, once you reach my level of importance or
Stature?
status, that's a good way to put it,
Yeah.
Brian. Or actually,
Don't encourage
when
him.
the station feels like it can't spare you, then you get what we call a stand-in or a stunt double.
'cause you
know,
are
all the big
irreplaceable.
films
Or once you
have them.
chicken out, that too.
Maybe your ribs hurt. But yeah, Brian Cochrane is with us, and you're a police officer here in Mesa. Do you have your own dog as well?
Yeah, I work for Mesa, and I'm a handler as well. I have 2 dogs that I work.
Okay.
One that's specifically for patrol and bite work, and then one specifically for narcotics.
Wow. So if your resume has the phrase bite work on it, that's pretty cool. And what kind of dogs are those two?
Mine are both Belgian Malinois. I have a Belgian Malinois bite work patrol dog, and then a single-purpose Belgian narcotic. And she's a female. That's why she's just single-purpose narcotics only, because she's a little smaller, doesn't quite have the stature for the bite work and the patrol work. But
Gotcha. Well, you're totally outfitted. Is this just something that your mom sewed together for you, or is this government issued? What's happening here?
no, these are pretty specific to what we do. These bite suits, and it's pretty amazing though. As thick as they are and durable as the material are, you still definitely feel it. But these are made overseas in Europe, and they're made specifically to keep us from getting injured.
All right. Well, we'd like to see you in action here. Stay right where you are for a moment. Tony Sanborn is with me. Now, let's step over here. Oh, boy, Mick is getting excited. What are we going to see Brian do here? And what do you think his chances are?
His chances are nil. He's not getting away. But what we're going to demonstrate today is a runaway, so a fleeing suspect. So Officer Callender is going to send Mick from this location. Brian will start in a runaway as though he's trying to get away from us. And you'll see just how quick the dogs can be when they're going after something they really want.
To be fair, Brian looks like he's running away maybe in Saskatchewan or from an oil rig up in the Bering Straits or something.
And it's 2 legs versus 4.
Yeah. All right. Well, let's put Mick into action, and this is what we'll be seeing this weekend, right?
Yes, sir.
Oh, there we go. This does not look good. Holy cow! Oh my gosh!
Brian was able to keep his feet. That's pretty challenging. Good on his part.
He's like a missile.
That's about right.
The dog he's learned since puppyhood that this is his mission, right?
That's correct, yeah. So Mick's imported. They got him from Holland. And yeah, they started as a very little puppy there doing this exact thing. And you can see his tail wagging, and this is a blast for him. This is his favorite toy in the whole world.
All right, so when can we come see you guys this weekend? We need to wrap it up. What are the hours for the event?
May 5th and 6th, so Saturday, Sunday. It'll start at 9 a.m. The gates will open and end at about 4 p.m. each day.
Very good. All right, officers, thank you all so much for keeping us safe. Can't tell you how much we appreciate what you do and your commitment to the job. So thanks. Come on out. Bring the whole family. It's going to be an exciting weekend at Sloan Park. See you soon, you guys.